Hello, my name is Leo, and welcome to another. Oh, did I? No, it's fine. Welcome to another reading of the Elder Scrolls. Today we'll be reading Part 7 in the King Edward series. King Edward, Part 7. It's kind of stupid to say Part 7 of the King Edward series. King Edward Part 7. I should have just said Chapter 7, Dragon. And my mouse is being a bitch. So, fuck off, mouse. Let's begin. So you saw a demon and killed a rat with tooth? That's a fine ebony dagger, tooth is. They are rare, so you want to take real good care of it, Mirth said. I can't tell you about the blade except it came from Merlin's mother. I don't know why I'm speaking with an American accent, but I am. That's Mirth now. She's American. Is Mirth a female? Enough for me. It's the one his brother sent him to repair just before we ran away. Why, would you like to hear about how they got the dragon's tooth that Matt carved the hilt from? Edward nodded, caressing the curved hilt with its lightly carved, intertwined roses, thorns, and leaves. It was well after supper, and everyone but him and Mirth had left the fire for one reason or another. Valeria and Marlin had gone for a walk hand in hand, Valeria holding Marlin's newly healed left hand in both of hers. They'd laughed and shaken their heads when he'd offered to come along. Not tonight, Valeria had said. Go to sleep soon. We'll be leaving before dawn. Willow had gone to visit a high elf friend. Beach, Sass, and Mats, and the Khajiit woman, Silk, had also gone off together laughing. They'd invited Mirth to come along, but Mirth had declined. Khajiits! They're all turning into a bunch of shameless Khajiits, Mirth said. The short, dark elf... Oh, wait, Mirth's the dark elf. Whatever. The short, dark elf sat across from the glowing embers, knees to chest, and it is a man. His hair and eyes glowed in the dim light. If you're going to pair, you should pair, not turn it into a tourney. They'll be selling tickets next. But each to his own. Khajiits think they're weird. No, Khajiits thinks we're weird because we like eating as a group. Silk says it put her right off her food at first, listening to everybody chew. Well, having a bunch of watchers puts me off. Suppose you're too young for this kind of talk. Edward shrugged. It was a beautiful night, crispy cool, no moon, but the stars were very large and bright. So, is Mirth trying to say that Khajiits just have these giant, like, sex orgies? And that's what Matt's, Sass, and who was the other one? Well, Silk's a Khajiit anyway, yeah. So Silk, Matt, Sass, and Beach all gonna have some weird sex party? Down for that. Sex with a Khajiit lady? Wait, it depends on how Khajiit she is. Dude, shut up. Even Skyrim Khajiits you'd have a go. Skyrim Khajiits? A bit fairy, but yeah, that's alright. Fairy in every sense of the word, yes. I prefer the Khajiits from Arena and Daggerfall. Yeah, because they're like, you can hardly tell they're Khajiits. But then there are other Khajiits that are like full-on cats. That's true. So let's not go there. And aren't the full-on cat Khajiits and the full-on human Khajiits basically able to just freely have sex and have babies of any other type? Yes, because the kind of Khajiit you become depends on nothing more than what the moon is at the time. It's not hereditary or anything. Like, two full-on cat-like Khajiits could have a baby, and that baby could be a full-on human, and vice versa. What a weird system, I tell you what. I just imagine, you know, I'm introducing a friend to my daughter, and they're, oh, what a lovely daughter you've got. She's so cute. Meow. And then a little cat comes along. Oh, this is your pet cat. What's her name? That's my wife. It's my wife you're molesting. Jessica, stop rubbing up on the gas. You're making a fool of yourself. Again. Go back in the kitchen. Okay. Give me a minute to compose myself. Alright. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. More ways than one. Anyway, it was just a few months after Matt had joined up with us. Wait, isn't this supposed to be... Yes, it's supposed to be your American friend, right? We were up in Skyrim, traveling from town to town, just 3 kids seeing the country a bit, picking up our jobs where we could, Merlin entered tournaments if we heard about them, but he wasn't winning that much, just about enough to cover healing him up afterwards. Where are we? Oh, we're at the part where it starts word wrapping. God damn it. Healing him up. You can get beat up pretty bad fighting Skyrim style. Is that Skyrim style? Has anyone done that? What? Has anyone made a Gangnam style parody for Skyrim? No. I don't think anyone needs to. Except I'm just gonna do a little bit right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you can't even do it. Skyrim style. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's why no one's ever done it. Right, fair enough. Moving on. That's without... Oh wait, Skyrim style is without shielding spells, or any other spells for that matter. No magic allowed. Oh, that's my kind of fight. Even if it isn't to the death. And he drew a few times. Right, he drew a few times and didn't mind seeing a little dark elf blood spilt on the sand. Oh. Oh boy, look at that word wrapping. It's fine. The word wrapping at the bottom of the screen is fine, because where it says the pile and tap Morrowind will probably be on the next page. Yeah, so it doesn't work. You don't miss out stuff at the bottom. You miss out stuff on the fucking sides of the goddamn screen. It's stupid. Anyway, where are we? Where are we? Any other spells? Oh, damn it. Wouldn't mind seeing a little elf blood spilled on the sand. Okay, or a lot. And the crowds were against him at first. It can get pretty lonely in the arena, especially if you're beating the hometown favorite. And it's even worse if he's beating you. Matt and me would be, yeah, the only ones for him. And sometimes we didn't dare cheer too loud. They'd look real funny on a Nord boy cheering a dark elf back then. Of course, Matt's was so big, not many wanted to start anything with him. That was a long time ago. Morroland's the favourite now if things get tough. Of course, the crowds will cheer for a good match, but hardly anyone really wants to see him lose now. They like seeing the best, even if it comes wrapped in a dark elf hide. And when he walks into an arena, you know you're seeing the best. Not that... Right, not... What? Not... Say that again. I'm trying. Yeah, not, but what they'd like seeing a Nord that's better. It's old ye oldies talk, but it's really hard to understand. And Mats may get there soon. He doesn't fight his best against Morroland though. Maybe he doesn't want to, or maybe Morroland just knows him too well. Oh well. You want to hear about the dragon. So Morroland was gambling with this Nord in a tavern one night. try. Wait, why didn't they add the quotation marks there? Because this is just him continually talking without stopping. It's still Mirth that's talking here, is it? Even though you stopped doing the voice ages ago. Alright, we'll do it again. So Merlin was gambling with his Nord in a tavern one night, trying to pick up a little easy gold. The pot's pretty big and the man can't match his bet. So he says he'll put this map on the pile and tap Merlin. Says it's a map to the hidden place of... Oh shit. to the hiding place of the best blade ever made. Says there's a spell on it, so that if you hit your opponent, you get as much heal as he gets hurt. That some mage hit it just before he died, so's only someone worthy of it can get it. Get to it. And you think I look worthy? Merlin says, grinning. We were young and dumb, but not all that dumb. Oh, I see. There's additional quotation marks because it's quotation marks in his story. Right. God, that's confusing. Right. And the Nord grins back and says, I saw you fight in Falkreath, kid. You look like you're taking a chance. You look like you'd take a chance. Why not? The story alone is worth the gold. You ought to be a bard. So anyway, Merlin wins the punt and tosses the man enough back to keep his throat wet all evening. Just for laughs, we look at the map. It showed the Dragon's Teeth Mountains down in Hammerfell. Real world country. And there's an X. Wait, Fanglair. There's an X and some writing saying Fanglair. Matt gets excited and says he's heard of the place, but he'd never known just where it is. Fanglair's the first place you know in Arena. Sure is. And you still don't. I say, any fool can draw a map, just as any fool can look at one. I could do as much myself. Mats says, Fanglair is an old dwarf mine, but there's supposed to be a dragon there now, and the dwarves are gone. Merlin looks real interested at the mention of a mine, and asks what they mine there. Matt says mithril and gold. Merlin says, The mithril had him interested. He couldn't afford really good weapons, and mithril's scarce, but it's light to carry for its worth, and easy to mine, and work, if you know how. And he did. He didn't believe in the magic blade or the dragon, but he thought the mine might be real. Mining's in his blood, as it is in all the Rathium. I feel like I should know how to pronounce that word. Yeah, I think it was in... Well, I'm pretty sure it was in Morrowind, but I've never played that game. But I do believe it was in... oh god, what was the name of the game? I've forgotten. Jesus! Dragonborn. Soulstone, yes, Dragonborn. Yeah, I believe it was in the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim. Rathium? Rathium? Whatever. The Royal King of Ebonheart. It took us a couple of months to get there. Oh god. We couldn't afford horses. We never would have found it without the map. It's tricky country, full of canyons and hidden valleys. We sure never expected what we saw when... Yeah, wasn't this the... yeah, whatever. We sure never expected that we saw when we get there, but could see the towers from the canyon mouth way back there. Dark elves live right in the caverns, if they mind. but the dwarves had built a hall over the top of their mines. It's a pretty thing on the outside. Narrow towers and arched bridges between them. Delicate looking. You wouldn't expect work like that from dwarves. Racist. Merged right into the rocks too. And dragon mounted. And wait, something's missing there. You reckon? Yes. And there was a big stone dragon mounted above the gate. There's your dragon, Mats, I said. The inside wasn't much to look at, just rock wall. The doorway was enormous. But the doors were gone. There was a balcony running right around a big old pit, probably the start of the mine. Turned into a hall, and right in the middle was more treasure than you could imagine, piled up almost like a haystack that had been flattened out. And what had flattened it was a golden dragon, curled right over it. We didn't even see him at first, because he blended in with the rest of the gold. Well, 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 shit. Where the fuck is it? Where the hell? God damn it. Oh, well. Well, we just froze in place. We hadn't seen a sign of live dragon, we hadn't seen a sign of live dragon outside. Grammar, that sentence is wrong. The place smelled of brimstone. Do it again. Brimstone, thank you. But most mines do. And there was that dragon. Wait, and there that dragon was, just lying there. It's got to be 2 miles to any kind of shelter. I told you there was a dragon, Mats whispers. Shh, says Merlin. Look what's in front of his nose. I'd been busy looking at his nose, believe you me. But there was a sword lying right there, naked, sure enough. And the blade was dark metal that looked just like his dagger. You two step back, Merlin says. I'm gonna try for that blade, anyway. If that's not ebony, I'm a wood elf. Oh, racist. Maybe the dragon's dead. Or asleep for the winter. Or maybe it's not alive at all. Just something the dwarves made up to get, something, you can do it. Something the dwarves made to guard their treasure. No, there's more. Damn it. Damn it, where is it? Like the scarecrows the Nord farmers put in their grain fields. Oh, alright. At first, I'll distract him long enough for you to get clear. I don't mind to take him up on it, but Matt just shook his head, and I was kind of ashamed to go back alone. Oh, so more than say, you guys get out of here. I'm gonna get that fucking sword. But then Matt's is like, no, I'll help you. And I'm like, well, I wanna go, but I look like an asshole going by myself. Let's all just clear out, I said. That thing looked real enough to scare me away, but Marilyn cast invisibility and heads on down the stair, not making a sound that even I could hear. Crap, there's more stuff here. It's fine. Not even I could hear. I could see Matt's hated letting him go down alone. But Mats couldn't sneak past a blind death beggar at a fish market. So, we strung our bows and figured we could try to get off a couple of shots and maybe get lucky and take out the eyes if the dragon woke up and went for Merlin. Mats and I move around to where we can get onto a tower step. Fast if we have to. Figuring the dragon can't get in there. Then we scrunch down and peer between the railings. Where are we? Yeah, we're there. Keep going. Appear between the railings. Keep losing my fucking place. Not that there was anything to see except the dragon lying there, which really is a lot to say when you think about it. At that. Then those dragon eyes popped open, and my heart gave one big jump, and then seemed to quit entirely. Ah! Wait, I'm gonna do a low voice. No, I'll just. Ah! Dinner comes to me today, the dragon says. Wait, dragons can talk? Yeah. Well, they usually talk and drink. Well, yeah. Scram, don't you remember? They talk all the time. That's a good point. Anyway. Yes. Where are we? Take a good look at my horn, Dark Elf. You will not steal it or even view it long, but your bones will keep it company forever. I don't want your horn, dragon. Just the sword you got. I'll trade you mine for it. Mine's bigger. That's what he said. I couldn't see Merlin, but his voice was... Oh god, there's more word wrapping. His voice was coming from right near where the sword was, which was practically in the dragon's mouth. I get a meal and both swords. Why should I settle for just your poor sword? Let me pass, and I'll get you more gold from below. I have gold enough. The dragon yawned, and I thought he was going to swallow. Wait, is this the dragon that Merlin was riding? Is this Akatosh? No, isn't it Fang? I don't fucking know. Wait, Merlin actually rides Akatosh? I don't know. I don't understand how it works. Maybe just call it Akatosh. He seemed to like follow Akatosh. I don't know. I don't know how that is works. Just move on. Because yeah, I do remember that was it the first book? Was it the first book or the second book? Where yeah, Merlin comes in riding Akatosh. Well, they said Akatosh a bunch. Where was it? Dragon yawned, and I thought he was gonna swear at Merlin right then, but he turned his head away. Away from us, too. Mats was looking to get a shot, but it was really dark in there for Nord eyes, and he was scared of hitting Merlin, since he couldn't locate him. Since he couldn't locate him that well by sound. Of course, Merlin's too... Oh god, there's more. Of course, Merlin's too smart to get between us and the dragon. But Mats wasn't smart enough to think that far along. Slavery dulls the wits in some ways, Matt says. And he had been free very long. I could see well enough, and I could tell by sound exactly where Merlin was, but the shot was clean out of my range. The dragon goes on. But there is something you can do for me, Elf, and prolong your life in a few more minutes. Oh wait, prolong your life a few more minutes? Well, a few more minutes sound pretty good just now, dragon. What would you ask of me? Merlin's voice sounded as calm and easy as if he was asking if there would be rain tomorrow. He could keep his head in a tight spot, I'll give him that. I have a toothache. It's too far back for me to reach with my little dragon arms. It's too far back for me to reach it with my claws. Can't see it, Elf? The dragon gapes his jaws. Where am I? Gapes his jaws to bare his teeth. Haven't I heard this story before? Merlin's invisibility spell wore off about then, and I could see him standing there staring up into that cavern of a mouth. I have heard this story before. Lower your head a bit so I can get a good look. He puts out his hand and pulls the upper lip aside. Cool as you please, and examines the inner gum carefully. Damnedest thing I ever saw. It's abscessed. Thy gum wants lancing, and the tooth should come out. I can lance it if you trust me in there with a sword. Why should I trust you, Dark Elf? I hear no good of your kind, racist. You must be spending too much time with Nords, then. I wouldn't be able to kill you before... Why does a dragon need gold anyway? What's a dragon got to do with gold? Look, I don't know. It's weird. I think I hear fireworks outside. Quite possible. Whatever. I don't care. Wait. Yeah, it's fireworks. Okay. Where was I? I wouldn't be able to kill you before you kill me. Why should I even try? Listen, I have some friends up above. Suppose they hunt you up a nice fat deer. I'll lance your gum, and you can let me go and eat the deer. Else, you can just eat me now, toothache and all. What makes you think your friends will return once they're away? They're not very smart. I think for them. They'd be lost without me. Good hunting, guys. If they can't find a deer, then is there anything else that you'd like to eat? Pig, maybe? A few oh, damn it. A few rabbits, nuts, berries. Hurry up, will you? But we had... But we had hand signals, and his hands said to get out of there and stay out. I'd have been glad to. I mean, I'm fond of Merlin, but I didn't see my dying alongside would bring him any comfort. I'd have been, who says that? I'd have been glad to see him clear if it was me that was on the menu. And I figured he felt the same way. That thick-skulled Nord wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen to me. Said if dying beside him was all we could do, then that's what we'd do. No nonsense. Sounds good in a song, though. It's true. So we took a couple of hours getting a deer and headed back with it. I figured Marilyn was filling the dragon's belly up now. Filling the dragon's belly by now. Yeah, it's fine. And the dragon would be happy to aid... Oh god damn it, lost my place. Happy to add a deer, another dark elf, and a Nord to round out his daily rations. But Merlin was still sitting there, chatting with the dragon. He didn't look that pleased to see us either. Told us to leave the deer and go, and he'd lance the abscess, thank you, once we're away, but Matt says he's been thinking. Oh, brother. I thought Matt doesn't think too often, and that's a good thing, really. He's decided he can get a chain round that bad tooth, fasten down the end to the floor, then the dragon can give it a good yank himself. The dragon likes the idea, so Merlin lances that absence to take the swelling down to where the dragon can gulp the deer with some comfort, and then they rig up a chain and get that tooth out. Made a hell of a mess, that. Blood and pus everywhere. And Merlin's goddess casting heal spells on this dragon to stop the bleeding and close the wound. Good, very good. Alright, Merlin. You've proven yourself. Take the sword and go. Merlin looks at him. You mean this was some kind of test, he says? How long have you had that toothache? Long indeed, as you measure time, mortal. Yet not very long at all for dragonkind. Hear my story then. A scraggly young mage came along, hoping to steal my gold. I caught him at it. We had increasingly harsh words, and he attempted a spell aimed at me. His pitiful spell affected me little, and I killed him. But, the dragon looked away briefly, then resumed his tale. The little runt had apparently cast a homemade curse spell upon himself, and when I crunched him, the dragon scowled fiercely, remembering, then continued, anyway, the ache only came on bad when someone came along to try for the sword. The sharpest pain went away if I ate the intruder, but I usually didn't, though I've singed a few in self-defense. Is that the last page? Nope. Damn it. Any more pages? 3. Okay. Can handle that. I saw the word actor. Shut up, don't spoil it. Whatever, I just saw the... Whatever. Self-defense. Where the fuck does it have the word self-defense? God, this... Yeah. Okay. Wolfed a bit of fire and most of them fled. Deer are plentiful. There is something, unpleasant about eating someone you've talked to. Well, yeah, okay, I can say that. That greasy mage gave me indigestion for days, son of a bitch. Cramps and runny bowels, and too much gas, even for a dragon. Wait, I can't even imagine a dragon farting. Can he light it on fire? Can he have fire farts? Maybe. Who knows? Depends on the dragon, I guess. So that toothache never did completely go away, and the people who've come along haven't been very pleasant either. All in all, one of the most unpleasant stretches of my life. In my life. I couldn't stay away from the vicinity of the sword for very long, of course. Part of the curse. So how's giving me the sword gonna help? We could stay on a while if you like. We're good company. I'm Marlin. My redhead friend is Math. The big guy is Mats. I'd still like to look for Mithril below, and I've never had a dragon friend before. I might like that. You have good friends. Why are they so friendly all of a sudden? I don't know. They're just like chums now. It's weird. Anyway. You got good friends, and even though you have said that you must do the thinking for them, I think they can do some thinking on their own, and it would appear they have decided that you are a worthwhile fellow. The dragon hesitated for a second and actually managed to look shy. You can call me... Wait, I went the wrong direction. You can call me Akatosh. Okay, so the dragon is Akatosh. I don't know. So we stayed on for a couple of weeks, hunted with the dragon. Now that's an experience. Searched the mines, we didn't find much down there, but the dragon gave us the jewels from his horn. Why? Why? Just because I fixed your fucking sore tooth? What is this freaking Spirited Away bullshit where she pulls the bicycle and all the junk out of the river, not the river, is it a river spirit? I forgot what it was. Whatever. Out of the spirit's side? Whatever, I don't know. I think it was a river spirit, yeah. Anyway. So he gave us the jewels from his hoard. said he'd only needed the metal. They absorb it into their scales while they lie on it. Huh. So we did pretty well out of it after all. Merlin tried to give Mats the sword, claimed that he'd have sure tried to kill that dragon if we hadn't come back, and would have been toasted. Where am I now? Oh. Would have been toasted. 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 I'm like a broken record. Toasted. But Mats wouldn't take it. Said the dragon gave it to Merlin, so that was clearly who was supposed to get it. Mats took the tooth. But he made the hilt you've got now. He gave Merlin that too. Told me he'd never had anything worth giving before, and it made him feel good. He's real pleased Merlin chose to give it to you. I think Mats should have got the sword, Edward said. He didn't try to steal anything. It was really brave of him to come back, even when he didn't think it'd do any good. Merlin tried to steal. Yes. Got caught, and then just tried to talk his way out of it. You could have all been killed because of him. That's just what Merlin said. Ah, well, Mats likes that. Mats likes that big axe of his better than a blade anyway. Edward sighed. I wish I was brave like Mats. I guess I'm more like you. Aye. Merlin's voice sounded behind him. Startled the boy. Tongued like mirth. No matter. I'll be well pleased if you're as brave as Mirth. And if, once I'm gone, they say no more of me, then he did what he had to do. My spirit will be at peace. Okay. Well, that was King Edward part. What part are we up to now? Shit. Part 7. That went places. I'm really annoyed at these books with the word wrapping because I could do a much better job of reading these things if I wasn't constantly switching from looking at the computer screen and looking at my phone. Like, if I'm just looking at the computer screen, I can, like, do cool voices and shit. If I'm just looking at the phone, it's not as good. But I suppose it'd be okay. But I have to look up every now and again because I need to, turn the page for you guys. So, I'm sorry that it sucks. I apologize. Right. Well, that was a long-ass book. So, these books are fucking long, man. How long's the next one? Just show me now. Oh, it's long! Oh, part 8's really fucking long. Is it longer than today? Yes. Oh, jeez. What was the really long one? 2? Yeah. Oh god, looks like it's about the same size. Yeah, go back to 8. 8, 8, 8. Where's 8? Wait a minute, what? What do you mean? 8. Yeah, it's about the same size as the second one. Ah! You want to do it in 2 parts like you did last time? It depends on how much time I have to do when I'm recording it. But we'll see. We'll fucking cross that bridge when we get there. In any case, tomorrow, we should finally arrive at, I forgot the name of the place. Judith, Temple of Judith, or something of Judith. Altar of Judith? Whatever. Judi Dench, yeah. And we're gonna get that sand, yeah? We don't have to do something. Wait, I forgot. What's my actual mission? Do you remember? Oh, I don't have a mask. Oh, yeah. Oh, and this save's not gonna have it. Because you're using a different save. Fuck it. I wanna see. I wanna see. Play the game to here. I'll say I've already actually got here. Yeah, look, you can say the name of the place too while we're here. The Cathedral of Judith. It's Judith. Not Judith, but yeah, it's a cathedral. Even though, does this look like a fucking cathedral to you? Whatever. Anyway, quests. Speak with Courtward. Claims that the dust of the rest was... Oh, I didn't have to go back to Courtward. Oh! Oh! I didn't have to go back to Courtward. Wait, what's this? The door came to me in a vision and told me that Los Angeles could be served if I could convince Courtward, King of the Orcs to... Well, haven't I already done that? Probably. When you give the dust to, So we do have to go to her next. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I wonder if going there on the way would have been... Well, it might have saved you a little bit of time, I guess, if you'd gone directly there instead of bookmark. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's not that far, so who gives a shit? Show me the map. Well, no, I mean, if you'd like sort of bookmark there, it would have saved you a bunch of time. But seriously, yeah, you could have done a taken a detour there and it would have saved you a bit of time. Yeah, whatever. At the time I thought I had to go back to Gortwog, so I was just beelining. So I probably won't ever use that thing to go to Gortwog's place. Probably not. Also, I thought of an idea. I think anti-clan. There's other provinces, but I want to get kicked out of. I'm joining the Temple of Mara, but I want to get kicked out of it because I want to join the temple that's in Wayrest, right? But how about we don't? What? I just had a thought. Just hear me out. We've been doing Mages Guild's Quest for like ever, right? And all of the Mages Guild's Quest always have you running around Wayrest. So you just keep going to the same locations over and over again. What if... Here's an idea. What if you actually didn't do that and instead, like, did... For example, you did... I don't even know if we're even going to be doing all the guilds in this playthrough or not, but let's say you did all of the Fighters Guild's quests in Sentinel. And then you did all the Thieves Guild in Daggerfall. And etc, etc. You could even... Because even, like, with doing all the Mages Guilds in Wayrest, you went to the same place so many times. You could just hop from place to place. You could. Just saying. It'd be nice to check out some of these other places. I mean, you chose Wayrest. It's like one of the main cities. I'm sure everyone picks it. I'm sure a lot of people spend a lot of their time in Daggerfall. What would it be starting at? Yeah. Would it be nice to... Or would it be nice to be Isle of Balforia? Because that was the place you really wanted. Do they have a temple? Do they have a temple? Well, this thing's not really going to show you. Yeah, that's true. You can go on the wiki and find out, because you can figure out what towns have what temples and whatnot. But, okay. So, okay, you just made a great point, but what I was trying to say was, I was going to pop into Anti-Clan at some point, or wherever's got a Mara, and to get kicked out, you just need to get your reputation below 0. I'm pretty sure it's at 0 right now. So if I do a quest, and let it run out of time, that should get me kicked out, and then I could join... My original plan was to join the Wayrest Temple, but... Now that you've said that, wouldn't it be better to actually, yeah, do the temple quest somewhere else? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you do. Well, anyway, that's the end of yeah, the reading. So yeah, when we come back, we'll be here, we'll be doing this dungeon. But for now, My name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.